Hey everybody, this is Gloria Noble, owner of Sophisticated Spot Shop on Etsy.com, owner of Gloria's Unsolved Mysteries, Oracle Deck Volume 1 through 40, owner of Gloria's Astrology Tarot at www.makeplayingcards.com. And we're going to get into it with the Angel Tarot, and we're going to use my cards and blend it with it and see what the angels have to tell us today. So like I said, I love to do a mix and match Angel Tarot reading mixture with my cards, but I mix it with everything. So that way, when you become a high priestess and you're a chosen one, you want to actually, leave your trademark behind, so people would know, what I'm saying, that you were here before, in a moment in time, to spread the wealth and spread the wisdom to other people, with the angelic touch, which is amazing. Like I said, we have to keep it real, so we can't just say, well, this doesn't exist, this does exist. I went off based off what I went through, so, and other people as well. So, I know for sure that my life, basically played out in the cards, all 40 volumes, So, which is ridiculous, but hey, I don't know what God got planned, but I'm, rooting for God, So, like I said, we have Mabaya so far, that's the Queen of Pentacles, the eternal God. Intellectual lucidity provides consolation and compensations. That's Mabaya, the Queen of Pentacles. Then we have Seven of Wands, Rael, and it says expecting God, liberation, deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. That's Rael. Like I said, I'm just in my comfort zone today, just relaxing, not doing too much on this rainy day in this area. So we'll see what they got popping today on these cards. There's something changed. Knight of Cups, I already know when me and my husband argue, it rains a lot. So, because like I said, we're a special couple. And like I said, it says Knight of Cups. Well, we were, but, you could tell when somebody's beefing and they're special descent. So it says Knight of Cups, Ariel, the revealing God. It says perception and revelation, discover hidden treasures, reveal secrets of nature. Like I said, some secrets were revealed amongst us, and I think, just putting somebody's mind into perspective, just let them understand that, hey, nothing's wrong with you. We both saw the same thing. It's okay to brainstorm, and wrap our head around what happened. It never happened before, so it's amazing. Thank you to the universe. And I love my twin flame journey, even though we don't get along sometimes, but I do love the journey. I never knew it existed, but I don't like the love-hate issue when you're dealing with a karmic masculine, because I'm the feminine. I'm the divine feminine, and he's the karmic masculine, so it's a twin flame journey. And so people get upset and they say, well, I'm a twin flame. No, if you sold your soul, you're a karmic. So like I said, this twin flame journey that we've been on for like 15 years, I didn't know at the time. I just, like I said, live life on life's terms. And then when he brought it to my attention, it was in a negative manner. So that's probably why the reaction was the way that it was. But like I said, I thank God, and that just made me more even closer with the higher power. And I'm just so grateful, to be chosen for that position. There were a lot of other people, they try to copycat, they try to duplicate, they work through here and say, oh, I'm a star seed, I'm divine, this, that, and the third. I'm like, no, you got to be born that way, but, I'm going to pray for you. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to just keep on doing the cards, and no disrespect. I understand people aspire to be one, but I'm born one, and there's only 144,000. So, like I said, God has put me here and placed me here to send out these messages, and that's what I'm going to do. And so, you know what I'm saying? And so we'll keep on going. We have Eight of Wands. It's called Baal. It says the great and exalted God. Grandeur. It says makes one passionate towards God. And then we have the Devil, Samael, the severity of God. Seduction and downfall. Communicates with the dead. Teaches the occult and magic. Yeah, he a little aggressive. He transformed back and forth. So when he gets aggressive, he transformed into, a serpentine, a Luciferian. So You just gotta be careful. Watch around, peek around them corners. Be careful. So it says, the hermit Abama. It says, word of God creating all. It says, alchemy and transformation, rules of natural events, helps with spiritual progress. So yeah, like I said, even the devil is here. This is such an amazing, a trademark in time and history that even the devil showed up for this, y'all. So yeah, most definitely. It says the Tower Uriel, and they all were out there at the time that we had the spiritual awakening in front of my home. So it says the Tower Uriel, the fire of God, disruption, warns of disasters, age of transformation. And it says Six and Wands, Sahaya, God who took evil, longevity. He's in charge of longevity, protection against infirmities. And then you have Ace of Swords, Amabiah, and it says God above all names, elevated, and it says affinity and friendship, obtain the friendship of anyone. And then we have Temperance and Shakaya, and it says reconciliation regains the favor of those one has offended. And it says Two of Wands, Jaleel, the helping God. It says love and wisdom, victory over those who would attack you. Yeah, like I said, I've been thank you for Jaleel for trying to, make me still see the loving part, even though I've been being attacked by numerous people, because of my spiritual gifts. So we'll flip through the cards and see what they have to say today. Because like I said, I got so many haters. They'll be alright, They gotta get their life together. Most people don't want to do it. But, you gotta do whatever's best for you and your family. And I know, going to hell ain't what's best in a lake of fire. So, I don't know about y'all, but it's really a lake of fire. So, it's up to you if you want to play dumb, like you ain't, like you better and you can just get yourself out of that. That's nothing you can get yourself out of. That's the bad part about it. I don't even know if the practitioners can go backwards and actually reverse it, because I've never dealt with witchcraft like that. For me to go to a spiritual practitioner. I know my sister practices, and I know I'm pretty sure she had to go to somebody to practice to give me those cursed items. So I know for sure some people are still out there practicing. And I just got to do what's best for my children at this point with people using spell work against me in my court case. So we will, hopefully God will open these doors for me and my children so we can get away from all this drama and not seclude me or not isolate me or parental alienate me from my children as I have been for the past 4 years, even though I've completed everything in the first 4 months. So, this is really upsetting for me as a parent, because I'm the one that get them up, brush their teeth, comb their hair, got them to school, with my last $2 or $3 or $4, and I got somebody coming along that because they get in trouble, with the government, you want to come and try to snatch my income because you're mad because you got caught doing some illegal stuff, so that's not fair to me, with somebody who's been maintaining and minding their business and not living a fast life. So yeah, like I said, we will get it started. Excuse me, I'm doing like, well, this card is coming up so there. I'm like, wait a minute, I want to see my face. They so funny. Then we have, look, somebody is a prince. And then it says somebody had a cat fight. That's a Libra. A karmic masculine slept with a stud and they nervous about it. Somebody's repositioned and prepped. Somebody has a Cadillac SUV that was scammed by a family member. Somebody's relaxed. Somebody's relaxed in the daytime. Or somebody was hiding some suitcases. Because they probably had some broke people problems. So this person probably had to move out low key because they had some broke people problems, or they could have had drugs or something in those suitcases while they were moving drugs. You have goals established. Somebody trying to get their money up, ain't nothing wrong with it. Trying to complete your goals, even if you gotta put people off for a minute, just get your money up, Then you have somebody that had a picnic in the park low key. Okay, go ahead, y'all. Then you have somebody that could be a Raiders fan, or their name is Raider. that passed away because it's upside down. Because on the front it said, "Who is your daddy?" Because I blended those cards in. Well, who's your daddy? Who's your mama? And then you have lavish in life. Somebody has a lavish in life, low key, and they had an ego booster. Somebody was in the Matrix. And somebody has shamanic energy bloodline collective. Somebody lost a football game bet. Somebody gained 20K. Somebody had a secret rendezvous. Somebody had a swingers club. Somebody had a waste of time collector. And somebody had nice eyes, like cat eyes of Egyptian descent. Somebody had death spells that was accepted. And somebody had bacterial vaginosis. Somebody had the night train. And somebody had dedication. Now the bacterial vaginosis, a lot of men, I want y'all to understand that bacterial vaginosis comes from infidelity on the male's part. So a lot of women, if you get that, then that means it's infidelity on the male's part or the feminist part, the person that you're sleeping with. Because if you know you're not sleeping with nobody, and bacterial vaginosis, you only get yeast infection from panties. And you know that came from an infidelity from a partner because I had to ask the doctor. Where did it come from? And of course the doctor don't want to say your man's cheating on you. You'll get one every now and then they'll tell the truth. And you tell me that's where that, that Poise commercial, that fishy smell, that's where it comes from. So you can be careful out there, ladies. Wear a condom with these fellas. Then you had somebody that had some death spells that was accepted. Somebody was out here doing shadow work. A karmic masculine, because he was entering the spiritual realm within 24 to 48 hours. I told you people, they be moving back in the spiritual realm. Ghosting and going and vampiring and energy vampires and all that stuff, doing shadow work, making shadow formations up against the wall. I guess they call it anime, so be careful. If you feel anything like that, try to at least do some clearing work, put some holy water on the wall. Just be careful, people out there collecting. Somebody was low-key a queen. Somebody was out here queening low-key. And somebody was out here trying to gorilla pimp somebody. Okay, about to go to jail. Look, somebody had a pink Camaro. And they could have possibly had a hit and run. Somebody didn't get a reincarnation. Possibly Michael Jackson. Because, he passed away, so he didn't get you understand what I'm saying? He didn't get to go back in the same body and be his same self. So I don't know if he's a dark Hell's angel or if he's of a hierarchy. I haven't, that's up to the gods to decide because I haven't seen his face so far. And it says somebody had a striptease and somebody had needed some oral pleasure. So it looks like somebody went to have a striptease with one of their maybe midday snacks or lunch break booze or whatever. So it looked like his name is JC. Yeah, somebody ain't got no evidence, low key. Look, if somebody possibly could be infected, and it says breathing hard from COVID. And it says, and then it could be Zachariah that could have passed away. Zachariah, Beth Bentley. And see this, so that means somebody is practicing orthomancy and harpico. Harpo, because it's called harpo. It's a part of spiritual. It's a spiritual practice. So yeah, I was trying to find all of them so I can add them in another deck, but I haven't found the definition yet because I was so busy putting the decks out. I just put the word up there so that way somebody can look it up when you do get the deck. And then you have somebody listening to slow music to relax. And somebody have their best memories with the divine feminine. And it looked like somebody that was in New York. Somebody was in New York around 5 p.m. Could have passed away. Like say, could have had physical abuse. It was somebody was pessimistic. So they could have had domestic violence issues, and it could have been over 250K. and then some air magic was rejected. So somebody's been practicing a witch or a warlock, and some air magic was rejected. Look, the CIA is watching because somebody has ADHD. And you have somebody that doesn't have any pride. They could have lost 35K. Then you have somebody that they manifesting to be a billionaire with their new ideas. And then they have justice to serve low key, so somebody's gonna get justice served. Then you also have somebody that needs an attitude adjustment because it looks like they've been having hallway sex with somebody, or somebody's been having hallway Masculine DNA results, you are not the father to a sociopath baby mama problem. When you have somebody that got jungle fever, that like threesomes. You got somebody going to heaven that's unparalleled. Then you have somebody that's low-key envious, so they had to shake and bake. But then you got somebody, collective, you have somebody downstairs. I also caught somebody downstairs. So just be careful, collective. You might have to hurt people out there in the community because they do try to invade your space and violating the Privacy Policy Act that they claim to uphold. Keeping that order of operation from 100 A to Z. Then we have somebody doing restricted calls from a karmic masculine. It's a poltergeist infestation. I told y'all that there are ghosts walking amongst this earth, and they still walking around. And I believe the government is trying to keep these people seeming like they're alive by spraying stuff in the KC Metro bus. I don't know what those fumes were, but I recognize that they are spraying fumes in the air to kind of like keep people alive, but they died a while ago, which is ridiculous. I don't know what the government is doing, but I'm hoping this, like I said, this poltergeist infestation, there's some type of solution to it. But I don't know with them opening all these portals. But like I said, I have seen several ghosts. And then somebody been using a lift, or somebody needed a lift driver. And somebody was a macaroni, okay? Somebody was out here getting the girls, or getting the guys. Somebody was a little mac, a little player. Then you had somebody having second thoughts about something, whether it be relationship, finances, goals, stability, who they plan on being with, how they raise their children, things of that nature. Then you have somebody says that's back is up against the wall, that they're going through a lot right now. Probably could be suicidal, drinking, smoking, out of control, outbursts, violent, tempered. Then you have somebody that has they're trying to do the population control. Even the people that they're trying to ostracize and alienate are noticing the population control. I seen somebody talking about it yesterday. A homeless man that they probably put out because he's gifted. Probably calling that person a liar. But I saw him. He's not a liar. He was saying the same thing. Population control and people being poisoned with fentanyl. And I knew for sure he was another one of these angels. But I didn't say his name. Then it had somebody that was on a Caribbean cruise that was in New York. This trying to ostracize people and cause mental anguish, and mental abuse is just getting out of control. Then you have somebody who needs anger management. A lot of you men need anger management. Because you ain't going to get no angel protection. Like somebody securing their size. And somebody probably, had somebody that was, body shaming them. They like, I'm securing my size. Don't even come at me like that. I know somebody that like it. Don't worry about it. Now somebody's in sorrow. Because they going to miss out on a good person. Somebody whose name may be Otto, Armani. There's somebody that was attractive and puny. And somebody was on the bedroom floor about 1:19 a.m. I don't know if it was sex, or I don't know if it was a murder, but just be careful out there, collector. There's possibly in North Dakota. Somebody's kids are on drugs, collector. So you guys just keep an eye on your kids. Watch your kids if they're getting out of control. And then when you're trying to put them back in control, they say you're crazy. And then it looked like somebody was out there on Halloween with a spirit mermaid, or had a mermaid spirit in it. Right, shout out to Mami Wata, the real mermaid spirit. That's her real name, is Mami Wata. Not the tarot reader, no offense, but the real Mami Wata is a real mermaid. And somebody could have been pulling on her energy around Halloween. And look, somebody ain't they had tears of joy low key because they were sexually abused, and somebody else speaking out could possibly help them want to speak out. Then somebody was on shopping sprees. The STD was given by a co-worker collective. So be careful. I told y'all out there wrapping it up, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with getting down with the get down. Put your condom on. Don't be kissing on people. They got herpes. Look, if somebody ain't getting no justice, you know, and they been weakened. Could have been weakened by the system. Because they ain't getting no justice. No justice, no peace. How can we trust in y'all and you try to weaken that person when they come to you for justice and you turn them down? And they just trying to raise their child properly or, you know, live a normal, straight and narrow life. Look, somebody's ex-husband probably causing court cases. Being mysterious, but more than likely probably sold they soul. So be careful, collective, out there. Some of these people have sold their soul behind your back, you know. I've seen a lot of women dying because these men already had relationships that they were in, and him and the woman had planned to kill the other girlfriend for financial gain. So, and it happens on CNN all the time, and 48 Hours, and what else is that other show? I believe For My Man, For My Woman. So you just be careful out there, everybody. You got some people out here that are real reckless, and they'll do anything for $1, including go to jail and hell. So just be careful. Then you have somebody collected. Then you have somebody 3 months ago that was surrounded by that surrendered to the CIA. Could be somebody named Jared. You know, somebody has diabetes collected, and somebody has heart failure. So you guys be careful. Get to the doctor. Get out there and take care of yourself. Then you have somebody that's observatory, more of a spa. You know, then somebody needs a spiritual bath, low key. Ain't nothing wrong with taking a spiritual bath. You might have to go to a spiritualist practitioner, but ain't nothing wrong with taking a spiritual bath to protect you over all that negative energy. Then you have somebody that had an F-350 that was overwhelmed. Could have possibly did some type of crime, been some type of organization member, and they could have got caught up, and now they overwhelmed with everything that's going on. Then you had somebody that went on vacation, low key. Then you had somebody that went to In-N-Out Burger. It was one of my favorite places to eat. Then you have Mathis here. Then you have somebody that was replaced, and they're probably going to repeat the same process. So it sounds like a narcissist probably gaining another narcissistic supply. Then we have spiritual manipulation. Somebody in Brazil. Yeah, somebody is a gifted spirit, and they're going to have a resurrection. Yeah, somebody's a shady female, a Libra energy. And somebody's chaos magic has been rejected, and now they having withdrawals. Could be withdrawals from addiction, withdrawals from gambling, withdrawals from alcohol. Yeah, somebody got leukemia, and somebody could possibly have cysts and don't know it. So you guys get to the hospital and the doctor immediately. If you feel anything wrong with you, go to the doctor. Some of them you can trust, some of them you can't. You just have to find some you can trust. I know I can't trust the ones around here, so I probably have to go a little further out. Then you have somebody that's powerful. Look, then what I tell you about them minions running around here, somebody crazy, crazy, crazy. Everybody's crazy, but y'all damn criminals. Then you have somebody that facial expression, now they all happy. Somebody shops and save a lot, or somebody been saving a lot lately, and they probably feel good about themselves. Ooh, the energy of Left Eye is here. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Miss Left Eye. Okay, she is so sweet. She is. She got beat out of the system too. You know, sold her soul and told everybody on live TV that she was broke. They did all that work and they was broke. So you be careful when signing them contracts. You never know what you signed up for. Now she got a clear conscience. Thank you, Miss Left Eye, for your energy. And then somebody's an entrepreneur, haven't been a YouTube tutorial model, out there collecting. Somebody caused a murder suicide, a family tragedy. And something's gonna break on Fox 4 News. It's gonna be breaking news. Somebody used to be at Kmart or probably used to work for Kmart. Could be about to be on the news for the murder suicide family tragedy. Somebody that had a Dodge SUV, low key. Somebody is intelligent in a Pluto energy, low key. So then you have somebody that was overweight. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And this person could have been a junkie. You know, they could have been like on heavy drugs. So they probably, a lot of people don't understand that overeating is because, not feeling accepted. That's the only thing that they usually have. Because when they try to go out to, the environment and the social, like with sociology, when they try to interact with people, they get negative feedback. So it's like, okay, I'm going to shut down. I don't have to deal with the negative comments. And, I'm comfortable eating my Oreos. Or I'm comfortable, licking my ice cream. Or I'm comfortable, kicking my feet up and, eating a bowl of noodles or snacking on some chips. So, yeah, you just got to watch what you eat and be careful. Start eating on carrot sticks and ranch and stuff instead. Maybe broccoli, cauliflower. Kick them junkie vibes, So be careful out there. If you are a true junkie, get to a rehab, call a number, call a friend to get some type of help. Then you have Aerosmith is here. The Aerosmith energy is here. So they more than likely then sold they soul. Trying to get into heaven as they usually do. Like I said, your journey is between you and God. But I could feel that energy that they had, And now they got some everlasting pain. Yeah, because somebody had a Tesla. Somebody was broken down at first, and now they probably got a Tesla now. So you see, somebody could have went from rags to riches. They didn't have anything. They was broken down, and now they got a Tesla. Thank God, Then you have somebody that was opinionated. There was a karmic feminine, low key. And there goes somebody's glamour spells that went in reverse. And now somebody's extremely blessed. And somebody's two steps. Somebody's been two-stepping the night away, low key, out of town. Go ahead now, get your two-step on, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Look, somebody could have been named Kaden. Go ahead, Kaden, get your two-step on. Let's see, I'm going to switch paths and see what else they got. Because like I said, I know this ring can be long, but it is just this is what they wanted to tell you right in my panel, so I put their pictures down and tell them about the situation first. And then you have somebody that's named, it could be named Millie, Vivian. Somebody that's that's been released anger. Somebody needs to release some anger. And then Jesus and the devil is arguing. Somebody is thinking all the right places. Somebody was in a swimsuit competition, low key. Or somebody could be having rough sex and asking whose is it right now. Somewhere in the world collective, wear a condom. Somebody has a hidden teen pregnancy, so that could lead to a hidden teen pregnancy. And they might need some type of lending loans, or this person could work at Lending Nation, the company. And look, somebody has some backstage passes to a concert, so it look like I said, somebody's concert is coming up with a limo and tux once again. So like I said, it must be several concerts coming in, because in the summertime that's when a lot of people can go in a concert. But be careful, because those be silent ritual sacrificial concerts, so just be careful out there. And I know, look, people have heard rumors about that also. And then somebody was hit by a car probably after they went to that concert, so be careful. Look, somebody didn't get a resurrection, and they were too close to death, so they didn't get to get resurrected. Um, Somebody, it says FBI sues the Division of Family Services and Judicial Court for racial prejudice. The judge paid to take kids from the families, so they're gonna get caught on that. And we have somebody gonna get caught by the coworker on the Xbox, so somebody could be in the chat room on the Xbox, and they're gonna get caught by the coworker, probably child porn, or just more than likely child porn, or sexting, or downloading pornography or work, something like that. Then you have somebody has an invasion of privacy, or somebody who's in a relationship that was on the Xbox and they got caught, you know what I'm saying? Not somebody just came in the room, like, how somebody walking the door like, hey boy, what you doing? And they got caught, you know what I'm saying? Probably talking to an underage girl or something, or probably got caught in the chat room. Then you have somebody has an invasion of privacy. They invade other people's privacy low key. And it look like that person used to go to Club Uptown. And then somebody that was on vacation gave STD to a stripper. Somebody been drinking that Cisco, okay? Or their name could be Cisco, and they got expectations from somebody. When I tell you about Pandora's box being open, I said it the other day, and I've been knowing it was open for some years. I just didn't know how to get it out there and tell you without sounding like, I didn't do my research. So, and it looks like I've already said it, and the other people are actually picking up on the same energy. So like I said, I knew for sure somebody opened Pandora's box. Could have been at a carnival. Somebody could have went to one of those special carnivals, and it could have been a witch there, and they could have opened it, like some fortune teller, something of that nature. And then somebody has an Escalade, or they found one at a carnival. I've seen the movie where somebody found something at a carnival, and they stole the lady's magical crystal ball, and they became cursed. So just be careful with putting your hands on people's stuff. But yeah, somebody did open Pandora's box. And then you have somebody that has an Escalade, and it could have been somebody that drove an Escalade that did it. Somebody been heavy on the blue cheese, so that person could have done some type of sacrifice, and now they got a lot of money. And if somebody lost their limbs, look, somebody has HIV low key, and they've been hiding it from people. Could be somebody that is in the middle of them orgy parties, and trannies and bisexual. Somebody's hiding that they have HIV and they're involved in those orgies. And then you have somebody that's Magic Johnson. See, Magic Johnson HIV. That's double confirmation that somebody has HIV, and they are out there giving it out. So be careful. And then you have somebody that's riots in foreign countries over COVID. So it's a lot of riots are going on over COVID, and the government lied to the community about COVID. Then we had somebody that was electrocuted, and God bless them. Then you have somebody that could work at DoorDash, or they could have been electrocuted to work at DoorDash, or somebody that works at DoorDash is watching my channel right now. Then we had somebody that was an X Factor to Sophisticated Spa. So that means, I'm Sophisticated Spa, so that means somebody was my ex is probably watching my channel. Then you have, somebody keeping tabs on me about 8 years ago. And then you have something collective. You have somebody that's fulfilling out there and ravishing. And look collective. They said stand up for yourself and be courageous. Don't fall for anything, Then you have somebody that's drunk, okay, on the corner store acting a dang on fool, okay? Like, give me $2. But he drunk from last night and asking for a cheeseburger too, okay? Then we have somebody that's a true gem that's priceless. I told the one man on the corner the other day, I'm like, it's too hot to be standing out here. You gonna pass out begging for $1. Go get some water. Then you have somebody that was from Washington, D.C., and Afghanistan could be also a possible a soldier on deployment. that's in the military, Secret Service, something like that. And they could be in Arizona or reside in Arizona. Then you have somebody that's the Gentiles energy is here. So some of the Gentiles are out here, the old energies from the Bible, which is the old army. Then you have gay sisters that is look somebody's sister is gay and bisexual. So they like men and women, and they like to have threesomes with both privately. Then they have somebody it's collective. You have somebody out there that's jealous. That's is jealous of you, collective. Then you have somebody because they need some healing, collective. Then you have somebody around 8 a.m. about 7 months ago. They lost their job in Kentucky. Now they gotta have some patience, because they want a drama-free life. You know, that's messed up. And somebody been experimenting, like I said. I knew it. Somebody could have been experimenting on everybody in the world with this MLK Ultra and high money. So they really technically supposed to owe us for doing all this research or doing all this, research, collecting blood, trying to inject people, doing all this evolution of DNA structure every other time, like you run into them, but they refuse to pay. You get what I'm saying? Like the government's doing hidden experiments. Around 3 p.m., somebody was busting it in the back. It could have been in the back of an apartment, in the back, like in the bathroom, in the back of the hotel. Yeah, somebody was having sex around 3 p.m. Let's see, it's 11:40, so it could have been yesterday. And somebody had some oral sex accepted. Look, somebody had to have an exorcism, low key. I told you. Somebody has a restaurant or had a restaurant 2 months ago that could have passed away. Somebody is physically attracted, and also on somebody that snapped on them. Now this person could be attracted to the person that snapped on them. Then they have somebody that some magic backfire heavily, and they worried about the wrong things. Somebody been back talking and dodging somebody because they ruined a relationship with emotional abuse. Now somebody's in a mental prison about somebody's spiritual gifts, or could be possibly trying to give them some gifts now because the relationship could have been interrupted because the DM got a new job, quote unquote. You have some cousins that was exposed because the DNA test was negative. Ooh, some cousins exposed. Ooh, wee. Okay. Let me find out somebody got their cousin pregnant. Because that means cousins exposed. That means somebody could have been like, oh, that's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Or you know how y'all dudes do in Chi-Town. That's my cousin, right? But the DNA test was negative. So that means it could have been, you know what I'm saying, the dude that she said that was the cousin's baby. That's messed up. But it happens. Or two cousins could have been exposed for having sex, and the DNA test wasn't the person who she thought she was supposed to be with. It was somebody else's. And come to find out the cousins having sex, they've been exposed. And actually had a baby together. Yeah, I know that all too well. Look, somebody has some mental issues. They are Aries. And Divine Feminine is in meditation about some sexual child abuse. So now they need meditation now. Somebody was on the couch. And somebody was taking all the love for granted. Yeah, it's DFS, CPS, SRX corruption with all this attacking all the chosen ones for they gifted children for the royal bloodline. And saboteurs out there too, y'all. Then you have somebody that's in a snowstorm coming. Somebody gonna when the snowstorm comes, somebody gonna have a car wreck. So be careful. Stay safe. Try to get everything you need before the storm hits, so you don't have to get out there in the storm. If you got a job, you might have to catch the bus to get to work, or go with somebody that actually got a reliable car that can get you there. That you can maybe you have to Uber, But yeah, don't try to drive your car because somebody gonna have when the snowstorm comes, somebody gonna have a car accident. It was somebody trying to break in somebody's house like on some ninja shit around 5:17 p.m. in June. And then it was three divine masculines. Jesus visits the relative. So yeah, it could have been three divine masculines. You know what I'm saying? They could be going to heaven and Jesus visits another relative. So let's see, the police was sleeping with prostitutes. And it could have been them three divine masculines that was watching them. And somebody been working with the moon goddess. Because I know I got some moon goddess incense, so this is accurate. I just got some moon goddess incense. Yep, the Legos here, the Orishas, the ancestors, they here. Yeah, because somebody was stressing. Somebody's causing stress in somebody's life. A karmic feminine met a karmic masculine's feminine at a barbecue. And somebody's been practicing libanomancy. And then it says, the smoke from the burnt incense has been thought to have spiritual connections, such as altering or protecting from different energies and spirits. As Taoism and Buddhism, it's ancestry and deity worship. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks and have a blessed one.